What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and today I want to talk about two reasons why you may have stopped growing. And they're very basic, but I'm going to give you some kind of simple ways that you can make the adjustments necessary to continue building size. All right, number one is that you are no longer eating in a caloric surplus. We need to provide our body the necessary resources to recover, repair, and rebuild new muscle tissue. This is why, unless you are an overweight beginner, you can't really build muscle if you are under eating, right? We have to be, again, in that positive energy balance, which means that we are consuming more calories than we are expending. So even if you are in a caloric surplus, you're getting stronger and consuming enough protein, you're still not going to be building new tissue. You are not going to have the resources available to do so, right? And this is why we need to be in that energy surplus. At the very minimum, we should be at maintenance if we want to recomposition our body. And even that becomes very, very difficult, all right? So if you are not currently in a surplus, I'm going to show you how to make sure that you are, so that you can continue to build size. All right, figure out how much you're eating, track your weight daily, and at the end of the week, take an average of all those weigh-ins. Do that for 2 weeks. Now you can match up the two averages and say, okay, now if my weight is still the same, this means I have to increase my caloric intake, right? So maybe bump up by 25 carbs and then repeat. All right. Once you notice that your weight on average is going up at the end of each week, then this means you are in a surplus and are eating enough to build muscle. All right. Now let's say you are in fact eating enough, but you're noticing that you're not really putting on muscle mass. Maybe it's more fat than anything else. All right, this could be due to not stimulating muscle growth. It's not enough that we eat enough. We also have to stimulate new growth by progressive overload. All right, this is the main pathway by which we build muscle. If we're bench pressing day in and day out 135 pounds for 4 sets of 8, there's no demand, right? We don't need any more muscle to handle that stress. So we have to increase the stress, and once we do this by either adding more reps or more weight, then we are stimulating new growth. Now, at a certain point, even if you're eating enough, it becomes a little bit more difficult to add any more weight to the bar. This is where proper programming and periodization comes into play. All right, it's not going to be linear progress through your whole lifting career. There's going to come a point where you have to train a bit more strategically. Something like DUP, maybe block periodization. There's a million ways to do it, but the fact of the matter is that you have to start training a bit more strategically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and link a few training programs that you can kind of check out that all have different ways of non-linear periodization so that you can continue to progress even after you have exhausted your newbie gains. And so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button below, subscribe for more videos, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.